Okay, we are recording for posterity and for all the people that didn't get up in time this morning. We got up. Anyway, hi folks, I'm Pam, and I've been running this challenge since I want to say 2006. It's been a very long time, that's definitely for sure. Uh, but yeah, I'm thinking it's 2006. Anyway, and it works. That is the greatest part, is it works. Oh, 2009, I had my number upside down. I apologize for that. And so, and I mean, it's been fine tuned over the years and whatever, but this system works. And it's actually really easy to keep up. But what's going to happen over the next year or two, or is that you're going to find the idea you originally had about fixing something turns out not to be exactly what you wanted. I ran into that with cardstock was one of the things I ran into that with. I didn't like the way I had my cardstock stored. And I'm still fighting the embellishment fight. I still have too many containers, different containers. I can find everything, but my final goal is to try to have one system. So maybe this will be the year where I come up with it. Anyway, um, so yeah, all the excitement here. I know Michelle and I got the challenge done. I know my friend Debbie did, but she's not a member of the group for some odd reason. I think she dropped all groups. So we'll give her credit, although she won't get the prize. There is till tonight to get your photos in, and then I'll be sending somebody a nice prize. Um, Now, hopefully you did really well at the first challenge. The only thing on your desk surface or table surface or coffee table surface or whatever it is that you work off of, hopefully it's all nice and clean. You got all the chocolate off, the coffee stains, the glue, and we're ready for the next challenge. And is this, to my mind, is the hardest challenge if you have not done it at least once or twice before. The reason it's the hardest challenge is because if you're anything like me and a lot of other people I know, when we first started, we were just buying sheets of paper. I mean, that's the way things came. There wasn't a huge number of kit companies. There were some, but most you would go into the store and you would pick out sheets of paper. And the problem is, once you have a 1 inch stack of paper, of pattern paper, that is 250 sheets of pattern paper. And it gets, so if you've got 5 inch stack of paper, I'm not even doing the math, but it's over 1,000. 1,250, I think. I could be very wrong. It's very early in the morning for me. Anyway, so this paper, if you haven't done it for a long time, is the most difficult challenge. But once you get started, you'll find out it's not that bad. I think getting started's the hard part. And coffee, sorry, coffee. But once you figure out what you're doing, it all of a sudden becomes very easy. I buy in kits, not necessarily in packages, like where I buy the whole combo pack of whatever. But I always buy where I make sure I have 3 or 4 pattern papers that work together and 2 or 3 different cardstocks that work together, and I'll pack them in a kit. I'm all set now. I'm done. So that has made it so this year it's not going to be a huge job for me. I have a few things to tidy up, but and I'm probably going to purge some, but Other than that, I've got it easy this year because most of my stuff is now kits. Having said that, I still have a pile of pattern papers that were donated to me by my sister-in-law, and so I don't know, is that like 4 inches? So I've separated all these separate pieces of paper by color, and that's as far as I've gone. Now I want to take the next jump and make sure to turn them into kits. Try and find papers that'll go together, and anything I can't make match up with something will be going away. Okay, so that's the long introductory story of things. So as I mentioned last week, we use a system, we call it SPACE. And so the first thing you're going to do is sort, which means you're going to find all of your paper. So you may need to set up some craft tables or clear the dining room table, whatever, because you're going to get all of your paper. And I mean everything. I mean cardstock, pattern paper, specialty papers, and all your scraps, because we need to talk about all of these things. And so, and as I mentioned, this works for other crafts as well. So if you're a quilter, this is the time to get out all your fabrics and all your scraps and all your bits and pieces. If you're a knitter, you need out your wool, and if you kind of get the picture that way. So this, just everybody can use this system. Whatever your biggest problem is, that's what we're going to start with, because then it makes the whole rest of it so much simpler. So we're going to sort your big pile of paper or little pile of paper, whatever, into keep, sell, donate, and trash. You're going to purge next. And by that, we mean get rid of. So you're going to bag up and put a price on your paper bundles that that you want to sell in a garage sale or whatever. And put those bags in that box, the box that says sell, or your pretend box that says sell, but so you can't get it back out again. Anything that's just garbage goes in the garbage. If you've got some stuff that's nice, especially if it's good for like kids or something, or church programs or whatever, bag it up and donate it immediately. That, whether it's please come and pick it up, or you say, when I go to grocery shopping this week, I'm going to drop it off at wherever. So then you've purged. So all you have left is the stuff that you really want to keep. And that's where we assign. And by assign, what we're doing is we're picking categories. If you have a small amount of paper, it's not a big deal. I do not have a small amount of paper, and I don't know how it keeps happening. When I retired and came home, I had 3 Bankers boxes full of paper and kits. I now have 3 Bankers boxes of kits that are like blowing up, plus several iris carts and holders full of cardstocks and single papers and blah, blah, blah. I have no idea how that happened, because I said I wasn't buying anything until I emptied at least one of those Bankers boxes. Now that's been quite a few years, and my problem has gotten worse. So I'm hoping to really purge this time. Anyway, you get to divide how you want your paper to be stored. So you could do it by color. You could do it by theme. You could do it by manufacturer. If you bought the paper for a specific project, like in my case, I bought a ton of paper for my first East Coast trip. Well, get that all in a iris card or a pizza box or a big storage bag, so that you don't lose any of the bits that you bought. Anyway, most of my stuff I don't do by theme, personally. Except for big things. And in my case, it's things that I specifically bought for card making. Sports papers or sports papers and embellishments, they get separated out. And the same thing with Christmas. Those are my biggies. Everything else I just kind of keep together in the banker's boxes. Another way to sort your paper is in page kits, which is taking all the leftovers and trying to find a way to make kits that work. And I actually have a blog post that's all about that. So I will post that after I'm done here. Um, if you buy stacks or kits or those book, the thick books, don't take them apart because something will get lost, guaranteed. Now, here's the thing with scraps, and some people are going to hate me for this. This is my opinion. At the end of the day, you guys need to do what you want. If a scrap is any smaller than 4x6, it goes in the garbage. I will never use it. And all of my colored cardstocks are in packages, like in bags. So I put all the scraps of each particular color in the back of the bag. So it makes it easier for me. I don't have to go looking for it. When I pull up the bag color cardstock I want, I can see what sizes I have. I'm doing very good with the hands today. Very entertaining. And then these are my odd bits of different companies of cardstock, the picture you're going to see when you go to my blog. And my hair, oh, I got to change these pictures. That was my, because the picture that's on there, I think, I'm going to leave it. The picture that's on there shows that I have 2 hanging file folders, boxes, and full of scraps that will never get used. And that's why I made a rule and pretty much cleared it all out. Now we're at containerize. And so you need to store the paper in the way that makes sense to you. What's going to work for you and what will work in the space you have. So you could use vertical paper holders, file folders, whatever. Wire cubes, paper trays, iris boxes. You can go to the cash and carry and buy a case of pizza boxes. I use pizza boxes all the time. And you'll obviously want, shelves that are adjustable to fit your paper in. The only other thing I would mention about containering and storing, I think, is that don't have it too close to light. Have it to it sounds weird. You can have a light near your paper, but don't leave it on. And don't have it too close to windows or stuff, because the edges will lose their color on some brands. So anyway, we're already at the end. That didn't take long, 15 minutes. Equalize each time you finish a crop session, return from a crop, return from the store, spend a couple of minutes, because that's all it'll take once you're organized, and put your paper away where it belongs. So anyway, as you know, we have this Facebook group, and I really like people to share their photos. And thank you, Michelle, for putting your photos up. And so when you've completed the challenge, I would like to see what you come up with for your storage system for paper. And look how easy that was. Anyway, Michelle, did you have any questions about?
Not really. I just don't figure out what I have to do. Like, if I'm going to do paper, if I'm going to do vinyl, or if I'm going to do yarn. So
Yeah, see, that's just it, right? Because I have so many different crafts but none of them takes over my room the way the scrapbooking does.
yeah.
The rest are in cabinets. So I'm doing this again. Anyway, yeah, I'm never going to be a professional. I have no intention of being a professional at this. Most of the time, you're going to see me in my pajamas or in work clothes because I've usually been in here making messes. Anyway, thank you for giving me somebody to talk to. And I hope that everybody else gets a chance to see this today. And probably within the next 20 minutes, I will have today's blog post up and a blog post about the magic of page kits. So thank you, everybody. And see you next Sunday.
Bye.